Hello, this is Equinox Elderberry with Smooth Criminal Waxing Salon. How can I help you today? Oh, you're having surgery? On your chest. Well, we have 3 specials this week. We have the get off shooting someone in cold blood special, but that also involves a little facial. You probably don't need that. We've got the Amnesty International service. Yeah, that'll do the chest and, the downstairs. No, you're not interested in that, sir. Sir, are you telling me you just want the regular Smooth Criminal waxing service for your chest? Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I've got you down for 9:30 tomorrow morning. Will that work? Okay, okay, we'll see you then. Thank you so much. Welcome to General Hospital Snark Podcast, where we talk to Sonny on the telephone. Stay tuned. We'll see you after the break. Welcome to episode 31 of the General Hospital Snark Podcast. Once again, we're joined with Sister Snark Amanda, who is in Carly's kitchen with Moss Pot. Hey, Mossy and Amanda. We've got David over here in the blur. He's very happily ensconced somewhere. And then you got me. It's Friday morning. All is well. So let's get this started. We got Sonny in surgery with his little cap on, falling asleep. It takes him 20, 30 minutes to fall asleep. Maybe they need to consider more anesthesia. Were any of you jarred yesterday when all of a sudden they had skipped several days and they were in California? I mean, people were like, did I miss an episode?
Yeah.
Nope, just a secret invisible episode.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So
I was gonna say we should be used to this by now, but
we should,
you know,
but it always
they always find a new way to jar us.
Yeah, to jar us. Yeah, that's true. It was. I'm like, wait, what? Just because I have skipped, I was just catching up, and then I was like, wait a second, I had to go back and look. Did I miss it?
Well, Sonny's having surgery, and I'm sure there's going to be a death moment where he has all the dead people come back and talk to him, and he remembers. And hopefully, Frank has worked it into the budget so we actually get to see the dead people and not just hear them.
Yeah, I just hope. Check the comings and goings. I hope we're not getting another Morgan appearance.
Well,
The penguin lover, the penguin guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on the rumor boards. We talk about the rumor boards all the time. Jax is coming back. Well, we know we discussed the Drew is Shiloh one yesterday, and there's still people saying that. But Sonny and his death montages, someday I'm just really hoping it just goes all blank and we're done.
That if
Can we Jason Morgan him?
Yeah,
just Jason Morgan him. You know, amnesia. Oh, we already did that. We did it. Oops, sorry, my bad. Nixon Falls.
You know how I'd like them to Jason Morgan Sonny? Right now, Jason Morgan is the moral center of the show. He, of all people, had you pegged him to be the dude that everybody's going, yeah, Jason seems to have this all figured out. I mean, he always had it figured out in terms of mobby kind of things, but real life things, he's knocking it out of the park. What do you think about Jason?
I actually like him. I have not liked him for a while, but I think he's his scenes with Danny were good. I think it's good that they're letting Steve Burton have more range. I think he's probably liking that too, because he's not someone who's super introverted. Like if you listen to their podcast, he's got a bit of character to him, and they never get to see that, So I like it. I'm glad what they've done to him.
Yeah.
I think they watched Days of Our Lives and went, oh, he can play a character.
Yeah.
He talked a lot on Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
And so when they brought him back, they're like, let's do that over here.
Oh, now that you figured out how to memorize lines, we're going to give you more.
Yeah.
I still remember the old days of Jason, with Karen and Jagger and whoops, remember him? Because GH doesn't.
No. Well,
Jagger, yeah.
R.I.P. Yeah. Maybe Jagger will visit Sonny when he's under the anesthesia and remind him that he murdered him in cold blood. But what I want, so you said maybe we can Jasonify Sonny. How I want Sonny to be Jasonified is to come to this moral center and recognize. I mean, wouldn't it be an interesting twist if after the heart surgery and Sonny has all his, come to Jesus moments, that he wakes up and he has this moral epiphany that he's not going to be the bad guy anymore, and he's going 100% legit, and they can build the Esplanade wherever they want. And oh, that would be so boring.
And then he can sing that song from Annie Get Your Gun. I'm a bad, bad man.
Oh my God.
We haven't had a General Hospital musical episode yet, and have we?
Which is
When's,
surprising because it's Frank Valentini and he did that all the time on One Life to Live.
when's the nurses' ball coming up again?
In May, next month.
May. This will be good.
Yeah, well, I guess that's their equivalent of a live episode, even though it's not live. But
Yeah. Other than that creepy scene between Drew and Willow.
oh,
My
Wait,
eyes.
which one? They're all creepy.
I know, but when they were getting naked together, I was okay with it. Things are moving along. So even Cody and Molly did not bug me the other day.
they didn't
which
bug
was
me.
weird.
They didn't.
Yeah.
I think that's a good direction for both characters. I think I've said that before. I think that she will make him a little more responsible, and he will loosen her up, which is what they should do, right? I mean, we've got Chase and PLQ, for heaven's sakes. They don't match up at all. So
And they're not related. They're not brother and sister or whatever they are, or cousins or whatever.
what a switch.
You gotta admit, they sort of tamped down a little of BLQ's personality to sort of fit into Chase's world. Because when they were taking care of Violet, who would ever have thought this is the perfect couple? They're mom and dad material.
Right? Let's talk about chemistry for a minute, because there are all kinds of different chemistries, right? We have the romantic chemistry that we saw immediately with our OG Jack Brennan. You know, Charles Measure just oozed that out of every pore, and he could have had a conversation with a coffee cup and we would have been aroused, you know?
Yes, for sure.
And then we have the friendship energy, which we see with Maxie and Lulu, although that's kind of weird right now. The friendship of Jordan and Anna, the friendship of Lucas and everybody, those things they have chemistry, right? So I think we need to expand our concept of chemistry when we have people working together.
Yeah.
And Jason right now has chemistry with everyone, even Sidwell.
As we all know on this show, it doesn't really matter if you have chemistry, because they're even now breaking up the non-couples, Jordan and Isaiah. Any other show would have them seeing each other on the sly.
Yeah. Well, that was
because
arrangement.
It's potential for them to get and that's potential for them to get caught. It's another angle of the story, but not General Hospital. General Hospital's like break them up, and then have awkward interactions for the next 6 months until you finally get back together. Let's really say the writing on the wall. or they'll move on and just pair them with other people.
The plot whisper this week is that with this weird custody thing that Drew signed with Willow's kids, Willow and Michael's kids, that Willow's plane is going to go down on the way to Germany. I would be very suspicious of that, but it kind of makes sense to me.
Well, I was wondering why they're having him push so hard for that. Like, something's going to happen but then, like, because he kept saying, if something, God forbid, happens to you, if it happens to you. And I'm like, are they going to kill her off? Is she going somewhere?
No, but, I haven't heard that, but Willow and the whole Willow Drew thing needs to. And I think where we're going with Willow going to Germany is we're going to see whoever is recast as Michael. And that's what I'm hoping anyway, that Michael shows up sooner rather than later. David, have you heard anything in that neck of the woods? No word yet. No scoop.
Not a thing.
Well, maybe
really
trying to surprise us.
Well, just all of a sudden there's Grumpy Cat one day. Just wow.
Well, hopefully it won't be Grumpy Cat anymore. Hopefully.
You don't want Grumpy Cat?
Hopefully.
Oh, no. I want an all new Michael personality.
Michael was too pissy.
Yeah, agreed.
15 years.
Never did it for me.
God, 15 years. Yeah.
Well, which is weird too, because he's another one. If you hear him do interviews and stuff, he's got a spark to him. But it's like they get on. Are they just written that way, or is it something that's just their acting style? Because he's like a goofy dude. I don't know.
Well, they
It's-
don't write characters to match the actor's personality. The point is that as an actor, you learn how to bring your personality into the character.
Right.
Listen to me talking like I know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. No, you do. Mostly on a soap opera, because you're playing the character over a long period of time, and you know this with any recast. Eventually, they pick up, what you're good at, what you're not good at, and they write to your strengths. Like, all those people who were like, about Lucas, and there's still a few people who are. You see, though, like, he grew on me. At first,
Yeah.
it was like, whoa, that's a jarring recast. I get it. I like Van Hansis, but I don't know if he really fits. And now I'm to the point, like, yeah, no, he's Lucas. Because
Lucas,
he's
100%.
Yeah.
And
I just hope Marco doesn't break his heart. I hope this is the real deal. I hope he's telling the truth. He's not involved with his dad's bad dealings.
But it's what made me reach out to my father. He didn't care about who I was or me coming out. He was just there for me.
I didn't know my father until I was older either. I was an adult, in fact.
Are you guys close now?
Julian died about 4 years ago, and we were estranged at the time. What about you? Are you close with your father?
Yeah, we are. When he said he was moving to Port Charles, he suggested I move too.
But where are we with Brad? Is Brad just gone now because they've forgotten about him, or are they going to keep bringing him into the Portia Drew blackmail situation?
He's with Felix on the island of forgotten characters. Felix and Rosarita, whatever her name was. Remember her?
Rosalie.
You can trust me. I'm a nurse.
Well, as long as you're professional.
Every other month I go, what a perfect time for Rosalie to come back. She's got that Nina secret. I still want to know what it is.
She could be Sidwell's other.
And she and Brad, why were they married? Why did they have to get married? So they didn't have to testify against each other. Like, what's going on? But alas.
That poor actress just went to her car one day and never came back.
Yeah.
That was that.
She's like, goodbye, parking lot. Goodbye. I was thinking about the whole Drew story. So Drew right now, because he is a focal point of many different storylines, right? We have Drew and the Esplanade. We have Drew and Willow. We have Drew and the bribery thing with Portia. And we have Drew and now Kai. Somebody said, I think it was in the patrons group, they said, Drew grooming Kai is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. And I do not disagree with that.
What are they doing? I don't understand. Is it just because they needed a love interest for Trina and she didn't have it with Gio, the violin guy? I don't understand. Like, who is Kai? Why do I need to care about Kai?
Right.
What's going on?
Exactly. Now, I think the young actor is doing a great job with what he's being given. He's charming. He's funny. He's light. He has a very nice energy about him, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, what's the point?
Yeah.
We've never talked about football before on General
Yeah.
Hospital. Since when did Frank get a new hobby?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Is he dating a football player? What's going on here? I don't understand. I don't
Is
get
the
it.
NFL sponsoring General Hospital now? I don't. Yeah. What I'm still bugged about is Trina and Curtis. It's as if Taggart never existed. Taggart was her dear old dad for so many years, and then the second she finds out, oh, Curtis is my dad, it bugs me every father-daughter scene that there's absolutely no mention of Taggart.
But you don't know what it feels like. So you didn't have to wake up finding out that TJ wasn't your son.
No. No, I didn't.
One minute I have a daughter, and the next minute I don't.
He's another one. Just disappeared.
Yeah, and he was a wonderful character. And he was a character that had been on for a long time. That's what I think people forget. He wasn't just brought on. He's been around for a long. Trina fit into his storyline, not the other way around. And we forget that.
And that's when I liked her better. Now it's like they need to resolve some things. And if they did it in Secret Invisible episodes, I at least want to hear about it. Like, oh, I was in touch with my other dad, Taggart.
Yeah.
No.
Wasn't there an issue with the actor though? I think that's
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he had some health issues, but he did overcome them, and he was willing to come. I mean, there were many articles about he's ready to come back. He's willing to come back. And Frank just went, "Ooh, shiny object over here."
We're
Frank,
hoping
you know?
he gets cast on Beyond the Gates because he would fit in there beautifully.
Perfect fit, right? Yeah.
In fact, Snark Ed has been posting dream castings over on the Snark Beyond the Gates.
Already?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say
Because
already.
He's
The
like
show's
filling
only a
in.
couple months.
He's filling in all the spots. Like, you know, Susan Lucci should be cast as so and so's mother who runs the. You know, they're great. They're fantastic. So, anyway,
That's the other thing that bugs me. Stop using all my children characters to prop up your storyline deception. I don't want to hear about Susan Lucci, well, Erica Kane, getting bested by deception. I don't want, they keep messing with Pine Valley history. When Walt Willey came back as Jackson, they talked about like the chateau or one of the long-standing restaurants. Oh, it closed down. Like, no, stop messing with that history.
Are they going to bring her back? Why do they keep bringing her up? Are they going to bring her back?
Well, that's it. You know, you're gonna convince people that Susan Lucci's coming to General Hospital, and if she is, you know, so be it. But stop mentioning her. They're good at making up new characters and bringing them on.
You and Jordan Watt are like our encyclopedias because he remembers like
no,
a steel trap.
I bow to Jordan Watt. He gets every detail. I just remember sort of like there was a storyline once.
There was a discussion on the Patron group a couple of days ago about when did the shooting take place that Sonny's heart is now being repaired, and someone in another group had posted a clip with Sarah as Carly and young Sonny with actually black hair talking.
Actually black hair.
and I posted this and I said, I think this is what they're referring to. And I posted a wiki page and I said, I think this is correct, but I'm not sure. And Jordan commented, I wrote that page. It is correct. I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh. There you go.
Let's talk about our characters of the week and what happened, because as everyone knows, I mostly remember what happened yesterday. So I had to go back and look through the week, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say my character of the week is Tracy Quartermain, because she finally saw the light with Sonny. I mean, not finally saw the light, but she finally did something about Sonny. Even though it's with the icky, smarmy Boyle, she still took a stand, and I appreciate that. So Tracy Quartermain, once again, my dear, you are my character of the week. What about you, David?
Mine's a little different. It's Marco, because he swooped in. Everything was plot this, plot that, drop the credit card, da-da-da. I'm coming to Port Charles, da-da-da. But it's like I saw a real sensitivity in the actor that I really like that has not been brought out when he opened up to Lucas.
Is he a soap actor? Is he? I've never seen him before. Has he been on?
I believe this is his first soap. He's not an inexperienced actor, but this is his first soap opera.
I agree with you. His heart is right there in his acting, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Obviously, in real life, no attorney would ever hire someone like Marco. That would never happen, right? Just so we're clear. Right. Because let's face it, if there aren't some great comedic scenes between the three of them in that office, I'm going to be sorely disappointed.
Well, I hope he can keep up with the great Carolyn Hennessy and Nancy Negron, because their chemistry together is fabulous. So to get in there lockstep with them, it's going to be a challenge. I hope he's up for it.
Oh, and what about the appearance of the secretary assistant? She was on before. She played roles,
but she wasn't
prior on General
Alexis's
Hospital.
Secretary before, was she?
No. She played. She was, I think, wasn't she a psychic or something?
That's
okay.
what I was going to say. Was she a psychic? Yeah.
Help us out in the comments. Yeah, I think, and I think she's been on another time. It's like you need a good comic secretary for those.
Well, and
those three.
If I were the casting guy and I saw, oh, we've got this part coming up, I'm going to call someone I know I can trust and rely on. Oh,
yeah.
Sally
good character.
Binghamton. Yeah, she's great. She was great as the psychic. I'm going to put her as the secretary. You know, that's an easy thing. So Amanda, we got sidetracked. Who is your character of the week?
I'm going to pick 1.5. It's going to be Jason Morgan because, like I said before, that I like the evolution that they're giving him, and also the lady escort that Nina's going to hire. We'll see where that goes. I love a hardworking lady.
I guess she must have seen her a lot outside the Metro Court and said, "Hey, let's hire you."
Poor Charles.
Yeah, she keeps getting kicked out and she keeps going back. I love it. I love a persistent lady too. It's good.
It's funny to me how these smaller characters, we're immune to the big ones, right? We've been watching them so long. They're just our weird uncles and aunts, right? Someone new pops in and we're like, oh, a new person to focus on. Get all excited about it.
See the happy hooker. All right, let's do this.
I want my friend with the detective with the dog back. We haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, I loved her.
Elaine
the
yeah.
I loved her. Yeah, she was great. Let's talk about someone not so great now. Can we talk about our favorite homophobe, Natalia? What the heck is going on there?
What? Why?
Worst thing you can do when you're fired from a job is start to go, but he said, and then I did, and then like go gracefully, please.
Yeah.
Or just go.
Also, begging Sonny is really not the way to get what you want. Just saying.
How are you going to bring a soap veteran like that on and just give her nothing?
There you go. That's the point. This is so disrespectful to Eva LaRue because she's so well.
I think somebody thought, oh, Eva LaRue has 2 months free. Let's put her in this little role, and then she's going to go away. And then when she got on, Frank went, oh, she's good. I'm not going to let her get away. So let's just like double down. I mean, come on. They created a family for her.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're not going anywhere. When they create a family for it. When they give you a set, when they give you your own place to live, and they add family members, you ain't going anywhere.
Well, so she's only here because of Blaze, and Blaze has gone away. But that's what's so weird about that. It was like not even an intent. It was a totally unintended experience, which shows. I'm sorry, it shows.
Yeah. It's like there was no planning. The same with Jonathan Jackson. Like, how are you gonna? You have such capabilities, and you're like, oh, here, Liz is on a couch, and we're gonna not see them for a week, and there's that, and it's like. This is like one of the greatest legacy romances in all of General Hospital history, and that's where we're at.
Now it's dish soap.
Yes.
It's so common, yeah. And again, stop with the comic scenes, the intentional comic scenes. I don't mind when an actor does something comical. They add, like Diane or, all the people who ad-lib on the show. But come on, Joss and Emma in the dumpster. It's
Molly
just,
and Cody on the horse.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, stop. It's not funny. And didn't they resolve everything? Didn't Gio give Emma that whole speech about Joss's upbringing and then it's like they're rehashing the whole thing again.
Yeah.
And rehashing because they're going to make this a plot point when Joss gets the internship over the summer. They're going to make up. Then Joss gets the internship. Then they're going to be at each other's throats again. And that is the worst soap viewing for me when I can predict what's going to happen now for the next 6 months.
So Joss is technically
I'm already bored.
She's a WSB spy / college intern, right? Is that what I'm getting out of this? That's okay.
Right. She's not very subtle because she's texting her boss over an unsecured network.
And we know how bad that can be.
Yeah, we know how that goes.
We know the real life consequences. Well, there are no consequences apparently.
Pick a lane. They feel they seem very confused. The writers seem very confused on what we're supposed to be. I feel like we're just looking at like squirrel, like what's going on.
They're great at the starting gate of stories, and they barrel out of that starting gate, and then all the horses get lost because they don't know where the end of the race is.
Yeah. The horses are kicking everybody in the side, if you will, Hades style.
So let's look at text messages from Wicked Stepmother. This week, I introduced her to our Substack. And for those of you who don't know, David came up with a scathingly brilliant idea for us to start a General Hospital Smart. Yeah, there you go. General Hospital Snark Substack, where we can write long form articles, we can post videos, and we can do all kinds of things. So we're over on Substack. So I enrolled my stepmother in this, and she wrote back and she goes, "Hey, thank you for the Substack. This is excellent. As long as it doesn't make me look at things on Facebook, I will read it." She hates Facebook.
No links.
After she read it, she read what I wrote about Lulu, I wrote about Lucky, and I wrote about Anna, and Emma. And so there are 4 articles up there now of my very important deep thoughts. And she said, "I really enjoy reading the long form about General Hospital. Sometimes the snark is too fast for me and I don't catch it, but this gives me time to sit with it." I'm like, oh, don't sit with what I say. That's terrifying. We'll put
She likes the deep dive.
She likes
the deep dive.
And we use that term with great fear and trembling because there's nothing deep about anything.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, wait a minute. I haven't written an article yet. You might want to take that back.
Oh, he'll be deep.
I'll get deep.
David will be deep, and Amanda and I will just do what we do. And Amanda will send little text messages on the phone, so you know what it is.
Meanwhile, I'll be rolling in the deep. The Adele song.
Yep.
I'll be rolling in the deep. And my soap opera recommendation for the week. A lot of you might know that a couple of years ago, they started, and this is a first, they started remastering the soap opera, The Doctors, and streaming it. And now it's available fairly widely. It's on the Roku channel, it's on Feel Good TV, it's on Amazon Prime. If you Google The Doctors TV series, not the medical show that they have with Travis Stork or Stark or whatever, a couple of years, 2008 to whenever that was on, but the 1963 The Doctors, which premiered the same day as General Hospital, but as an anthology series, it only became serialized like a year or 2 into the storyline. But again, if you want to watch a soap opera, maybe you never watched it, maybe it was your favorite soap opera, but it's remastered now, and it's great to see all these actors that were on other soaps and nighttime TV. David Canary, Adam Chandler on All My Children, Elizabeth Hubbard, who was Lucinda Walsh and As the World Turns, Alec Baldwin. They all got their start on The Doctors.
Wow.
And so it's widely available. It's not, again, it's not to everyone's taste. I watch it here and there, like I said, for the actors. I don't really get into the stories, but they are doing a great job of, they're showing them in order. And like I said, they remastered all of them. And if you look up on YouTube, we'll put the link in the comments. There's a sort of behind the scenes of the people who did this as a labor of love, because it isn't cheap to remaster soap opera episodes. If you never watched it, check it out. It's sort of like General Hospital. It is about a hospital, but they always manage to stay in the hospital, unlike General Hospital.
Oh my God.
Imagine. David, your mind and your knowledge of this industry is phenomenal. I will never, ever be able to catch up with you. Amanda, any last comments before we wrap this up?
How much do you think Maurice Bernard hated wearing that shower cap this week? Do you think he was like, what? What? That's all I could think of when they had him laying there with his smooth criminal chest. I'm like, he must be hating this right now. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of more intrigued this week than I was last. And
also because you have to be on a podcast now.
Well, no, I have to really pay attention. Well, let's see what happens, what they do with Willow and Drew EU. Yeah. So, I mean, see what happens.
Good.
That's where I'm at right now.
All righty. Well, I have no final words except everybody, I'm going to put the link to Substack here. Check it out. Keep snarking along. Like, save, subscribe, save. You don't need to save this. Good grief. No one needs to save this.
We are disposable.
We are disposable.
Watch once and check it out.
Yeah.
Bye, you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.